Welcome back. You're watching the news tonight. Well, despite their lip service to the 33% reservation for women in parliament and legislators that has been tabled thrice, all the leading parties in Tamil Nadu have given less than 10% representation to women. Peer Mohammed brings out the details.
The ruling DMK has fielded 11 women candidates, that is less than 10% of all the candidates. The main opposition party AIADMK has fielded 12 women candidates, a mere 7.5% of the 160 candidates it is fielding. Vijayakant's DMDK has nominated only 2 women, that is less than 5% of its 41 candidates. Only 5 women have been given a ticket by the Congress in its 63-strong list. CPM has given opportunity for 2 women sitting MLAs, Bala Bharti and Lima Rose.
He has always worked for the upliftment of the women. As you could always see, he's been fighting all along for the 33% reservation of women. Right now it has been only passed only in the Rajya Sabha, but we have already implemented in the local body elections, and he's given a good sum of quota to the women in this assembly elections. As you could see, 11 people have been given seats.
The nominated women are content that the party is recognizing their work and rewarding them with seats. The AIADMK has fielded 3 women candidates in Chennai city. B. Valarmati is contesting from Thousand Lights, Raja Lakshmi is standing from Mylapore, while Gokula Indira is the Anna Nagar candidate.
சாதாரணமான ஒரு குடும்பத்தை சேர்ந்த சொல்லப்போனா என்னுடைய தகப்பனார் வந்து ஒரு பள்ளி ஆசிரியர். அது அந்த ஒரு சாதாரண எந்த அரசியல் செல்வாக்கோ பண செல்வாக்கோ இல்லாத ஒரு குடும்பம். கோகுலேந்திராங்கிற ஒரு விசுவாசிக்கு நிச்சயமாக ஜெயிக்க வைக்க முடியும். வாக்குகள் அனைத்தும் புரட்சி தலைவர் அவர்களுடைய செல்வாக்கு, புரட்சி தலைவி அம்மா அவர்களுடைய செல்வாக்குங்கிறத நம்பி இன்னைக்கு இந்த வாய்ப்புகள் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க.
One thing is very clear. Unless there is a law to ensure women's reservation in the parliament and assemblies, chances of a significant representation of women in legislatures will remain a dream. In Chennai, with Peer Mohammed, this is Ashmit Kumar for NDTV Hindu.
And arch rivals Jayalalitha and Karunanidhi have hit the campaign trail, crisscrossing the state, beating the summer heat. But while they have set a mellow tone, it's the star power of the two parties who are taking on each other, putting up a grand show of political battle.
The funny man of Collywood and a star campaigner for DMK, Vadivelu, is in a spot of trouble. The Thiruvarur police have filed a complaint against the actor for launching a scathing attack against the DMDK. While Vadivelu is targeting the galleries, the DMK patriarch himself has adopted a subtle approach while reaching out to the common man for his vote. The grand old man of Tamil Nadu politics, renowned for his rich satire, has so far been rather subdued in his speeches towards arch-rival J. Jayalalitha.
நான் அவர்களை எதிரி என்று கூற மாட்டேன், எதிர்ப்பாளர் என்று கூற மாட்டேன். என்னை பிடிக்காதவர் என்ற முறையிலே மாத்திரம் நான் அவர்களை அறிவேனே தவிர, நம்முடைய தம்பி திருமாவளவன் குறிப்பிட்டதைப் போல எதிரி என்றோ பகைவர் என்றோ சொல்ல நான் விரும்பவில்லை. என்னை பிடிக்காதவர் அவ்வளவுதான்.
However, Amma, known to be a fiery and informed speaker, ready to take on the opposition, has also been circumspect. While rallying in Perambalur, the home ground of the former telecom minister A. Raja, she refrained from making any reference to the 2G scam. Clearly, in the early stages of campaigning, we are seeing a more mellow Karunanidhi and Jayalalitha. We have not witnessed much mudslinging in public by either of them, even if Vadivelu seems to have turned a scriptwriter in Thiruvarur in the hope of raising a few laughs. Bureau Report, NDTV Hindu.
Well, in an absurd scene on the road, a car seemingly belonging to an election observer was found to be sporting the red beacon. Our senior correspondent Peer Mohammed in fact spotted a Toyota Innova with the Trichy number plate using the beacon near the Madhya Kailash junction this evening. Remember, as per the directions of the Madras High Court, the election observers do not come under the category that is eligible to use the red beacon. The passengers of the vehicle had reservations about being videographed, confirming our doubts that the name of election observer may be misused by the users of the vehicle. Moving on to some national news now. Well, the high-level India-Pakistan talks have begun in New Delhi. The Home Secretaries of the two countries, G.K. Pillai and Qamar-uz-Zaman, are meeting. This is the first planned bilateral meeting since the 26/11 attacks, and at the top of the agenda is reducing trust deficit. The two-day talks comes up in the backdrop of cricket diplomacy unfolded by Prime Minister Manmohan Singh's invite to his Pakistan counterpart Yusuf Raza Gilani to watch the India-Pakistan match in Mohali on Wednesday. And the External Affairs Minister refused to comment on the possibility of any bilateral talks during the Pakistan Prime Minister's visit to Mohali.
Sir, what are your expectations from the Gilani visits?
Very formal meeting scheduled, sir.
What are the expectations?
Yes, sir.
The expectation is that India is going to win day after tomorrow's cricket match.
Moving on, the Supreme Court will take up the issue of black money. The issue before the court is whether to set up a special investigation team to probe them. During the last hearing, the Apex Court had asked the centre to consider setting up of an SIT consisting of officers from the Enforcement Directorate, the CBI and the IT Department. The centre is expected to respond to this in the court as well. And also in the Supreme Court today was the Hassan Ali case. The Enforcement Directorate says Hassan Ali's life is under threat, so Ali and his family members have to be protected. The ED told the Supreme Court that Ali has given in writing that his life is in danger. The ED also wanted its officers probing the tax evasion case to be given protection and submitted a status report on its probe in the case. The report says that there is breakthrough in the investigation and the agency has not ruled out the national security angle. And moving on to news from Libya now, as NATO takes command of military operations, coalition air raids have hit Gaddafi's hometown and rebel forces are advancing westwards. Libyan government spokesperson Musa Ibrahim says 3 young Libyan men have been killed in an airstrike on a fishing harbour.
NATO allies have decided to take on the whole military operation in Libya under the United Nations Security Council resolution. Our goal is to protect civilians and civilian-populated areas under threat of attack from the Gaddafi regime. NATO will implement all aspects of the UN resolution, nothing more, nothing less. This is a very significant step which proves NATO's capability to take decisive action.
Meanwhile, the rebels regained 2 key oil ports of Brega and Ras Lana from Gaddafi's forces. The rebels moved quickly westward. The advance retraced the steps of rebels' first march toward the capital. But this time, the world's most powerful air forces have eased the way by pounding Gaddafi's forces for the past 1 week. The Gaddafi regime acknowledged the airstrikes had forced its troops to retreat and accused international forces of choosing sides. Rebel forces surveyed the damage caused by days of fighting around the oil town of Brega on Libya's Mediterranean coast yesterday. They say the leader Gaddafi's troops appear to have left in a hurry, abandoning ammunition and disappearing without a fight. Meanwhile, the woman who told foreign journalists how Gaddafi's forces abused her has been released, but her whereabouts are still not known. The woman claimed that she was stopped by Gaddafi's forces at a checkpoint, abused and then led away to be gang raped by 15 men. While she was narrating her story, the government minders in plain clothes stormed into the hotel and dragged her out. The government spokesperson Musa Ibrahim says her case is being investigated. This is widely seen as an indication of the crackdown on dissenters ordered by the defiant Gaddafi. Coming up on headlines now, a little birdie in Chennai bats for Captain Cool. If the Parrots' prediction are true, it's time to thank the stars.